Hello everyone, welcome back to another action figure review. Today we're taking a look at a figure that I've been anticipating to get my hands on for a long while now. Well, actually not that long, but it's been long enough. Today we're taking a look at the Masters of the Universe Origins Scareglow, the evil ghost of Skeletor. Now before we start looking at the packaging, I will say it has been a little annoying and it's taken a lot longer than I expected for me to get my hands on this guy, because this guy is part of the second wave of Masters of the Universe Origins, and I think that wave right now is the hardest to get a hold of, because Walmart pretty much got exclusivity for this line for the first year, which started off slow for Walmart when it came to wave 1, but once wave 1 came in, it came in droves, like overflowing the pegs. And pretty much when it came time for Wave 2 to come out, because Walmart had so much, they just didn't put any on the shelves, and from what I understand, all of them pretty much got shipped to Europe, and for everyone who pre-ordered the waves in America, they got them. But yeah, so Wave 2 has been a little cumbersome to get a hold of, but yeah, so Target's starting to get Wave He-Man, Skeletor, and Wave 3 figures. And so I said, screw it. I decided to bite the bullet to get this guy. And I've got to say, I'm not mad. But anyway, starting to take a look at the packaging. These Origins figures are using the retro style Masters of the Universe packaging that has been used in the original toy line and in the 2002 toy line, with the red bursting rocks into the nice blue night sky, with Masters of the Universe pretty much jumping out. And the only things that I'll say look new on this is that new for 20 up in the corner and the modern posing retro play little burst. But everything else looks nice and classic. And on the front, the only thing I will note is glows in the dark, and evil ghost of Skeletor has pretty much already been confirmed that he's just a ghost from another world that Skeletor summoned. But anyway, on to the back. Alright, back at the packaging, I've got a little bit more to say. Starting off with, up at the top, with that nice exclusive character artwork for him, showing Scareglow, Prince Adam, and Clampchamp. Up in the right corner, it says, "A walking horror from a different dimension. Scareglow radiates fear and terrifies his victim." Then there's another burst that says, "Includes comic," which is neat. Almost every Masters of the Universe figure includes a comic, although I'll get into a little bit more about a minor complaint I have about these ones. But yeah, underneath that, it pretty much sums up the whole reason this line exists. It says, "Modernizing and celebrating the original 80s Masters of the Universe action figures. Masters of the Universe Origins gives you the power to pose Eternia's greatest warriors as retro-style figures, or in new action-packed battle positions." Right here, it pretty much shows everyone in the wave. Starting off with Heroic Warriors, it says He-Man, most powerful man in the universe. Many faces, heroic human, robot, monster. And lastly, for the Heroic Warriors, we have Orko, heroic court magician. Then down here, we've got the Evil Warriors. Starting off with Skeletor, evil lord of destruction. Trapjaw, evil and armed for combat. And lastly, the one we're taking a look at today, Scareglow, evil ghost of Skeletor. Now, one thing I will note is the reason why these guys say new for 20 and these two don't is because waves are technically in 4, but He-Man and Skeletor are pretty much going to always be in the line, because everyone wants to start off the line with He-Man and Skeletor, so why not just keep them in there always? But yeah, then right here, it shows how to do his gimmick, which is to get him to glow in the dark. And it pretty much says, "Place Scareglow under a bright light, his skeleton glows in the dark." But yeah, anyway, I'm going to pause the video real quick and get him out of the packaging. Alrighty, so here's the figure with everything it comes with, which it doesn't come with a lot, but it also doesn't need a lot, because it's Scareglow. He's just that cool. So anyway, starting off, I'll get the mini comic out of the way. It's pretty much the same with every figure in each wave. I'm hoping that changes in the future, but Mattel has confirmed that figures in the deluxe variety will be getting exclusive comics to each of them, which is nice. Anyway, this one's Double Trouble. It's just a 6-page mini comic, nice and mini. Then at the back, it shows off the figure catalog for this wave. So yeah, we already covered that. But yeah, I'll get that out of the way. I'll start off by saying this figure looks nice. It's a nice update to the original Scareglow figure. And I'd say when I first saw it, I pretty much thought that they did redo the original Scareglow head and paint job on his body. But no, it is a little different, which I'm not mad about because I do like the fact that these Origins figures do look a little different. But yeah, before I get into his articulation, I will do some size comparisons with other Origins figures and my only original Masters figure. Then I'll just take his one accessory out of his hand. But yeah, starting off, we'll do the man who summoned him from another dimension, Skeletor. And then we will do the strongest man in the universe, He-Man. So yeah, everyone in this line pretty much stands up to the same head height, which shouldn't be surprising to Masters fans because all the original Masters of the Universe figures pretty much stood at the same head height. But yeah, then I'll take He-Man out of the way and show him off with my original Battle Armor Skeletor, which these guys do look taller, but they technically are in the same size class because the only difference is that these two have their legs straightened out a little bit more while his are bent and bowed a little bit more. But anyway, let's get these two out of the way and get his halberd out of his hand, which is a nice, gorgeous, nice, vibrant lime green. But articulation-wise, he's got a dumbbell joint at the head, so he can look that far down and that far up. He can do a little bit of tilting, and since it is a ball joint, he can swivel. His arms go up about that far, which is nice. Down that far. He can go 360, but because of the way it's cut, it kind of goes up at an angle. And I almost forgot that this doesn't mean it's broken. The figures are meant to pop apart. But yeah, he's pretty much got up and down, but it goes at an angle, so it'll look a little weird. He's got a swivel at the waist and ball joints at the hips, which means he can move that far out, and his legs move that far forward and that far back. He's got a nice deep bend at the knee, a swivel at the thigh, and a hinge that goes that far forward, that far back, and swivels at the foot. And you can pretty much swivel every joint on him. I almost forgot to mention the wrists. I guess we'll come back to that. He can swivel at the wrist, and he's got a hinge. And I already mentioned one gimmick, which is pretty much throughout the entire line, which is you can pop them apart at the head, arms, wrist, waist, and shins. And now I'm going to get him charged up for a second for the last gimmick of the video. Then I will give my final thoughts. Alright, I've got the lights turned off for this, and I got him charged up, and he is glowing, and he glows amazingly. I know not a lot of glow-in-the-dark toys show up well on camera, but he shows up great, even on my crappy phone camera. And I would turn on the lights, but I guess since he's glowing so good, and he's glowing for a long time, I'll just keep it like this for the remainder of the video. You know, maybe switch the light on real quick to show you the pose I've got him in. And even still, you can see a little bit of the green of the glow still on him. I'm not sure why that's showing up on camera. But yeah, just because I like how that looks, I'm going to keep this dark. So yeah, overall, I've got to say I love this figure. And so far, the 5 figures I've got in the line, I've enjoyed each of them. and I will continue collecting this line now that I no longer have to be on pause because I finally got the one figure I want. Overall, I will say if you can find them go in stores, go ahead and pick them up, which that might be a bit of pain. If you want to risk it and go ahead and get them at scalped prices, go on ahead. I give you the best of luck. And I just can't stop mentioning how much I love this guy. Like, holy crap. In person, just looking at his glow, it's astounding. And in video too, like, it looks amazing. A nice bright green. But yeah, I guess I'll get this light on real quick and give my final thoughts. So I'll pause this real quick so I can actually get both lights on. You know what? No. Let's just get this one on. You know, try and brightness correct this. But yeah, video abruptly paused, which gave me downtime to decide to change up the pose of Scareglow and put him with my other two evil warriors. And so use the last few seconds of whatever. But anyway, as I was trying to say, if you liked the video, please leave a like. If you didn't, go ahead and dislike. If you want to say something, go ahead and put it in the comments. And please subscribe if you want to see more of my content in the future.